On this year's National Day, we are celebrating the history, achievements, and the future outlook for Qatar. 2021 marks an important year for Qatar, not only due to the milestones we have witnessed in the last 12 months, but this year also marks 50 years of independence. These past decades have seen the friendship between our two countries deepen, and we are so glad to have welcomed so many of our friends from the UK to Qatar. This, of course, includes the beloved and much missed Sir David Amess, whose contribution to the lasting ties between the UK and Qatar will not be forgotten. May he rest in peace. Throughout 2021, Qatar and the UK have continued their efforts in the fight against COVID-19, with both making impressive strides in their national vaccination campaigns. Qatar remains committed to supporting both domestic and international COVID-19 responses. We have provided medical and humanitarian assistance to nearly 100 countries since the start of the global outbreak, with the Qatar Fund for Development aiming to secure 1.3 billion vaccine doses by the end of this year. Our close partnership with the UK continues to strengthen despite the increasingly complex and challenging global climate. Since August, we assisted the evacuation and safe passage of over 70,000 civilians from Afghanistan, including over 100 British citizens, and we continue to work closely with the UK and the wider international community to build a pathway to peace and prosperity for the people of Afghanistan. Qatar is also proud to be an active member of international organizations at the forefront of driving positive global action. In October, we were elected to serve a 3-year term on the United Nations Human Rights Council and look forward to supporting the Council's important work in promoting and protecting human rights around the world. Of course, this year has also been an important year for the UK as it hosted the historic COP26 summit in Glasgow. We would like to thank the UK for providing this opportunity for global climate collaboration. His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, met with the Prime Minister Boris Johnson during COP26 and discussed our mutual national strategy and steadfast commitment to reducing greenhouse emissions and the vital work of supporting the most vulnerable nations and communities from the impact of climate change. It would not be possible to fully reflect on the past year without turning to the world of sports. We are a country of sporting enthusiasts, and 2021 has been a truly exceptional year for sporting achievements. Tokyo 2020 marked our most successful Olympic Games ever. In July, we welcomed racegoers to glorious Goodwood for the Qatar Goodwood Festival for 5 days of extraordinary horse racing. Just last month, the first Qatar Grand Prix was held at Lusail Circuit, and we can look forward to 10 years of thrilling Formula One Qatar Grand Prix from 2023. It is a truly exciting time for our country. Yet, perhaps more exciting of all is the 1-year countdown to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. This will be the first World Cup to be held in the Middle East, marks the efforts of thousands of Qataris united by a joint vision, a vision that could not have come to fruition without the highly valued efforts of all foreign workers, whose great endeavors have concluded a journey that began back in 2009. After the success of the Qatar-UK Joint Typhoon Squadron based at RAF Gunnesby, we also saw only a few weeks ago the unveiling of a new Joint Hawk Training Squadron at RAF Leeming in Yorkshire. Such achievements are a testimony to the continuing close friendship and ties between Qatar and the UK. The year ahead will mark a significant year between Qatar and the UK as we look forward to the first Qatar-UK strategic dialogue and to continuing to strengthen ties to explore opportunities across trade, green investment and sustainability, as well as our joint response to the climate change crisis, conflict resolution and issues of defense and security.